Hey everyone, and welcome to Love Dogs. Today we need to talk about something really important for every single person who has a dog. We're going to uncover some hidden dangers that could be lurking in the ear care products you're using. And honestly, what you're about to hear could literally protect your dog from permanent harm.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Could you be harming your dog while you're actually trying to help them? I know, it's a scary thought, right? When our pups have an ear infection, our instinct is to fix it, to make them feel better. But what if the treatment you're using, maybe even one you got from your vet, could cause a really serious condition called ototoxicity?
So what in the world is ototoxicity? Well, put simply, it's damage to the delicate, sensitive inner ear. And this damage can lead to some truly devastating problems, things like hearing loss or even a persistent head tilt. And sometimes, that damage is permanent. It all happens when a harmful substance sneaks past the eardrum and gets into those very sensitive parts behind it.
Now, this risk usually pops up in a situation we've all seen before. Your dog starts shaking their head a lot, you see some gunk in there, and you just know it's probably an ear infection. Well, this exact moment when you decide to treat it is when things can go very wrong. It all boils down to one single fragile part, the eardrum. You see, the whole risk hinges on this little membrane. It's supposed to be a protective barrier, a wall. But if it's ruptured or has a hole in it, which can happen pretty easily during a bad infection, that door to the inner ear is suddenly swung wide open.
To really get why this is such a big deal, let's take a quick peek at the basic anatomy of your dog's ear. I promise it's way simpler than you might think.
You see, a dog's ear canal isn't a straight shot like ours is. Nope, it makes a sharp L turn. First, it goes straight down the vertical canal, and then it takes a hard turn into the horizontal canal, which leads right to the eardrum. And that eardrum, it is the gatekeeper, the crucial barrier protecting the inner ear, which is basically the control center for both hearing and balance. If a dangerous chemical gets past that gatekeeper, the results, well, they can be catastrophic.
Okay, this is where things get a little alarming. You might be genuinely shocked to find out that a lot of common products, I'm talking both over-the-counter stuff and prescriptions, contain ingredients that can cause this very ototoxicity we're talking about.
So let's name some names. We've got gentamicin, which is a common antibiotic in prescription meds. There's neomycin, which you can find in products like Neosporin. And it's not just medications. Even everyday items and popular holistic remedies can be a problem. Things like isopropyl alcohol, the antiseptic chlorhexidine, tea tree oil, and even concentrated vinegar. Any of these can be ototoxic if that eardrum isn't perfectly intact.
And here's the real problem, the big catch. When there's a serious infection going on, the ear is often so full of gunk and inflammation that even a vet with a special scope can't get a clear look at the eardrum. You just can't see what's going on in there. So you can't be 100% sure it's intact, which makes using any of those products a huge gamble.
Okay, I know that was a lot of bad news, so I want to switch gears and reassure you. There are absolutely wonderful, completely safe, and really effective solutions that you can use instead. So let's dive into what's actually safe for your dog's ears. So what should you be using instead? Well, instead of all those risky ingredients on the left, we want to look for safe alternatives. Things like coconut oil, hypochlorous acid, and even gentle home remedies made with highly diluted apple cider vinegar and green tea. If you're looking for products you can just buy, keep an eye out for coconut oil-based cleansers. They're super soothing and, most importantly, free of any of those risky ingredients. Another absolutely fantastic choice is hypochlorous acid. It's a natural antibacterial and it's completely 100% safe to use even if you have no idea what the condition of the eardrum is. Now, if you're more of a do-it-yourself person, I've got you covered. You can easily whip up a totally safe and effective ear flush right at home with just a couple of simple ingredients.
So here's the recipe. It's super easy. First, you're going to steep 1 cup of green tea and just let it cool down. Green tea is a fantastic natural anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Once it's cool, add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now the key here is how diluted it is. That's what makes it completely safe. Then you just use a syringe to gently flush about 1 to 3 milliliters into the ear, massage the base till you hear that little squishing sound, let your dog have a good shake, and then gently wipe the outer ear clean.
All right, here's a really important tip, so listen up. Because this is an all-natural remedy without any preservatives, you have to make a fresh batch every 2 days. That's the only way to make sure it stays effective and totally safe. Okay, to pull this all together and make it super easy to remember, let's run through a quick safety checklist. This is what you really need to keep in mind to protect your dog's ears. First, always ask your vet to confirm that the eardrum is intact before you start any treatment.
Second, become a label reader. Avoid those risky ingredients we listed. Third, actively choose gentle alternatives. And finally, if you are ever in doubt, that highly diluted do-it-yourself flush is always going to be your safest bet.
You know, here at Love Dogs, our absolute #1 goal is keeping your best friend safe and healthy. It's why we do this. So if that's your goal too, please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on essential tips like these. They really can make all the difference for your dog.
So before you click away, I want you to think about this. After everything we just talked about, what's one simple change you're going to make to your dog's ear care routine? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.